Hi everybody, this is Joseph Sharon, and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched season 6 of Big Mouth, and it kind of feels like they rushed things a little bit with this particular season. I like previous seasons a lot better than the current one, because I just feel like they wronged Jay quite a bit. Because for the first time in his young life, he was actually happy. But then again, there was a good takeaway from his relationship with Jay, so yeah, I thought that was actually really well done. The Freaky Friday episode was a little bit much. The episode on asexuality was actually quite informative because, I mean, I don't have that, so to understand somebody else who doesn't experience any kind of sexual attraction, it's actually very informative and educational for other people who aren't that way, and I'm really kind of intrigued. I wonder how many people actually are in that community and how they navigate, because it just seems kind of awkward and weird, and like it would be hard. But I guess if other people are more open and understanding, that actually would be, this is a good conversation starter, and this is what I like about Big Mouth. And of course there's one thing that was done as kind of a fourth wall break is, yeah, this is Big Mouth. The people that watch this are sick. Not necessarily. And not all of us are sick. You're just throwing a blanket on the community, and it's kind of irritating. Just like the Lady Shame Wizard does. I forget her name, but she says, yes, and you should be ashamed that you shop at Amazon. And I thought, yeah, I do. I was more ashamed when I had my addiction to eBay, honestly. Yeah, that's way worse. Having a gambling addiction, I should say, not gambling addiction, but auctioning addiction. Yeah, just the whole rush of adrenaline I would get from that, and I just realized, you know, I've been away from eBay for a year now. Actually, not a year, but a few months, and honestly, I don't miss it. I have other things to occupy my time, so yeah, it's out of my life. So, what else can I say about this season? It was more, I think they were going along the lines of being more emotional rather than just for just pure gross out. I like the fact that they were choosing a more thoughtful pathway and a lot more poignant, I thought. I feel like they really did Jay wrong. I mean, I like Jay's character. And, you know, I kind of relate a little bit to him. I mean, my parents were kind of distant, and I know they loved me. But it kind of hurt when my mom talked about my half brothers all the time, as she did, and I get it, but I think I have come to the point in my life where I actually forgive her for doing that, because she made me think that I wasn't enough, and that I wasn't lovable, and that I was too much, and that I would never ever be her ideal daughter. I was her only daughter. She only had boys before she had me, and that was, I mean, it's a long story, but needless to say, it really opened me up and helped me heal, if a show can do that. And of course, the whole thing with Lola, I thought, yeah, that pretty much sums up America in a nutshell. The whole suing over getting themselves burned sort of thing, because this happened before. And I was thinking of the whole Wendy's, there's a finger in my food, you know. That the finger in the food thing actually happened. That's a documented tale, and yeah, that's why there are certain things that are just unbelievable that go to court, and that's one of them. But I mean, I can understand if you feel like there's something terribly wrong with your food. But finger, I would definitely go to court for, because that's just, that's this nasty. But other things, yeah, you can just talk to the person, take the food bag, get another dish of food. I mean, it's not that hard. Just we sue over stupid stuff here. I thought the gender identity episode was interesting. I thought it was really well done. But beyond that, I can't really say too much else without giving too much away. Duke Ellington was not even involved. I thought there would be more Duke, and I miss Duke. I like Duke in the first season because I felt like he was an integral character, and I even did a musical myself. But I put Freddie Mercury in it just because I was inspired by Big Mouth. So yeah, I mean I miss that, but I really can't say much about season 6 other than I thought the songs were exceptional this year. I mean, they were really, really good. Some of them were very heartbreaking and actually very beautiful. But I have to say that my favorite one was reminiscent of West Side Story, because I know that's where they were going with that, and they did different musicals in that particular episode, so it was a fully musical episode. So I like the references to Broadway Trash Like Me, so that made me smile. But beyond that, I think the other seasons are far better than this one was, and like the rest of the Big Mouth community says, yeah, I feel like this was rushed, and I also feel Jay got the short end of the stick, and I think he deserves better. So I'm not sure how many more seasons they'll have. I'm interested in seeing where they take it. I actually like Human Resources better than I do Big Mouth, just because I think Human Resources is better. I like the different characters because they're unique and of themselves, and yeah, they're humans involved, but it's more about the monsters, and the monsters are what I come for, to be honest. But yeah, it was a really good season. I don't think, I would have liked to have seen Andrew have more development, honestly, because he's, pretty much a schmuck at this point. It's proven. This is canon now. Andrew's a schmuck. Let's just, put that out in black and white, because I really don't see any redemption for his character. Missy has some good character development, which I enjoyed. Lola, I mean, she did to a point. I like to think that the parole officer's her dad. But of course, there's really nothing other than the lament he has. There's really nothing to really link her, except for one thing is she said that her mother had visitation with him. So I'm thinking, and he looks like her. So I'm thinking that the Big Mouth fandom is really on to something. I thought Jessie had excellent development. She's still kind of a bitch, honestly, but she's less so because she's becoming more used to being a big sister. So I think this will actually soften her a bit. Nick goes through that as well. We see that dynamic in his grandfather, and yeah, I thought that was a very interesting kind of development for them. But beyond that, I really can't say that much about Big Mouth. So I'll see you around. Catch you on the flip side. Live on, prosper. Ciao, Tutti.